so clean, like super clean.
Welcome to Pan-African Lifestyle, where we rep the motherland. We post content regularly and invite you to subscribe and share, if you're a pal. That's a Pan-African Lifestyler.
Been a beautiful journey of exploring, and I just fell in love with Botswana, and I feel like Botswana fell in love with me too. So I knew I was coming to a place of peace, a place of hope, a place of love, a place of joy, a place of acceptance. So I heard some crazy stories, so much negative stuff, hey? So I was just like, okay, and I get here and everybody's chill, you know. I didn't really have that perception, so I knew I was coming to a place of peace, a place of hope, a place of love, a place of joy, a place of acceptance. So I was very open. Like I feel like that's why I fell in love, because I was open. I feel like when people come here closed-minded, that's when they don't have a good time.
There are certain things that are just trust, and we have unity. Like we're so united in any case or crisis. When somebody's walking down the street and they need help, they're not necessarily going to ask for it. Like, we don't give them time to ask for the help. We just want to help right away. You know, like, that's one thing that I love about Botswana. Everybody's just, it's not like minding my own business. No, like, we generally, like, help each other in a crisis or in any bad situation. We're always there to help. Free healthcare, guys. In other countries, you have to pay for all these things, and people die, and because they're not getting the right healthcare or assistance. In Botswana, you can walk in a clinic, tell them your problem, they give you pills for free, you go home. That's a big deal, and we should really not take that for granted and be very grateful for that. Also, education. Going to school, government school, we don't pay for a lot of things here. Like, it's basically just free. Getting taught for free. The wildlife here is super cute. Coming here and viewing the wildlife and just being one with nature, seeing the people and all that. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
Generally, the peace and security situation in Botswana is very safe, and that's the first thing I love about Botswana. Although I'm generally a person who's very alert, whenever I'm driving, whenever I'm walking around the neighborhood, I'm always alert, always careful about my surroundings. I find that I'm not constantly looking behind me all the time as I do these mundane activities. Now, I don't know whether the death penalty has anything to do with it, because as you may or may not know, Botswana still has death penalty as a sanction. So Botswana love Setswana. They speak it anywhere and everywhere. Not only that, they speak it with such fluency. I think it's such a beautiful thing to see a person speak their language and speak it fluently and with flair and pride. And they love it to such an extent that even people who live in Botswana, who are not Botswana, and people of other cultures make an attempt to learn Setswana because Botswana do not budge. They make no excuses for their language. They speak it with pride and with honor, and I really, really love that. They take ownership of their language, and billboards are in Setswana. Advertising that is sent to your phone in Setswana. Their children speak Setswana. Even though they may speak to their children in English sometimes, their children can still speak Setswana, which is something that I think is beautiful. Even though I live in a city, in Gaborone, which is the capital city of Botswana, there are so many nature-like places around the city that make you feel like you are out of the city. You know, you don't have a lot of demarcation whereby this one is for the uber rich and this one is for the uber poor. So the rich and poor live among each other. Of course, yeah, you have areas where it's typically rich people, but generally people who are rich live in normal communities like everybody else. When you are walking through the shops, it is not a surprise to meet politicians that you see on TV. People on parliament, celebrities, you see them walking around doing shopping like you without a huge contingent of bodyguards. So I love the fact that people live together in community no matter what their social class or social standing is. Public health is free, public education is free, and when you turn 18, the government gives you a plot. Yes, a plot of land. Granted, the system is not perfect. People sometimes have to wait very long before they get assigned a plot, but just the idea that when I turn 18, I'm going to have my small piece of land where I can start my life, that is a huge, huge, huge thing. And right now, land is such a topical discussion. So for a country that is still giving a portion of land to their citizens, kudos to them.
Thanks for tuning in to Pan-African Lifestyle. Share your thoughts in the comments section and follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Pan-African Lifestyle to be inspired. For awesome pal merch, check out panafricanlifestyle.com/shop. Keep repping the motherland.